So I'm wondering, what am I really missing out on without having more tech? Am I limiting my creative potential or just skipping a convenience? Would adding SketchUp or CAD skills improve my quality of work? I'll happily grab my domino to cut a mortise instead of reaching for a chisel. Sorry, Shannon. So maybe this is just a different line in the sand. I'd love to hear your take on where technology actually adds value and where it's just noise. Thanks. This is complicated to answer. Like at first I was like, oh, this is...
I was going to say, better you than me.
Just a CNC question, right? And then I thought about it and I'm like, well, no, he brings up a valid point because a lot of us do draw that line in the sand. Very many that listen to this show draw a line in the sand where it's just they're not going to get into CNC. But are they missing something? Is there a benefit that they don't have to sell their soul, to do the whole CNC thing, where they don't have to totally let go of the process, but that they can improve things? So, I can only speak from my personal experience. First of all, digital design has been incredibly helpful. Do you think I really want to sketch out the dimensions of a mortise and tenon joint, like by hand? That's just not something I'm going to do. But in SketchUp, I've become skilled enough with it that I could work that out based on the thickness of the pieces, the location. I just kind of do this focus in on one joint. I won't sketch it through the whole project, but I'll get that one done, and then I have my numbers, and it's done, right? So there are things that will save me time on and allow me to work some things out ahead of time. Proportions are very useful in a digital space where I could experiment with the size of rails and stiles on a door. Does it look good in this frame? What happens if the stiles... what if the rails get really wide and you keep your stiles thin? What does that look like? You can answer those questions very quickly. And if you're doing this with pencil and paper, it takes a whole lot longer. So there's definitely
doing it like
value.
mock-up style too. Like actually making those things to see how they look.
Yeah. Maybe that's better. And maybe doing trial runs on things is going to get you a better, more accurate result. But it sure as heck takes more time.
As some of the examples you said, you kind of have to do both. Like, you see it in the computer, like, oh, that looks like it's great. You do it in person, like it just looks weird in real life, and vice versa too. Yeah, I think there's a learning curve to get used to that. And as many times as I've done it, I have often been surprised at what I thought looked good doesn't quite look the way I thought it was going to look based on SketchUp. So a little bit of a word of warning, but I wasn't sure if that's something that everyone suffers from or if it was just me. I don't know.